Hello and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. Welcome to the PS5 version of the Resident Evil 4 demo. As I said, I'll be doing both PS4 and PS5. PS4 version should be uploaded already, and PS5 version, hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're going to see the differences, the graphics, the gameplay, um, all that kind of stuff. Um, I can't see there being a huge jump, a huge difference. Obviously, there's going to be differences, like, it's going to look a bit better, but I can't see it being hugely different. All right, so let's grab our drinks, let's grab our snacks, and let's get into this. As you can already see, loading times much
September
faster.
30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Alright, it's been 6 years since Leon S. Kennedy survived the Raccoon City incident, an unprecedented biological catastrophe caused by the Umbrella Corporation. Having distinguished himself as a U.S. special agent, he is tasked with locating the president's missing daughter. The search has brought him to an isolated village in Europe, where intel suggests the kidnapped girl was last sighted. Even Leon's past trauma could not prepare him for the nightmare, the insanity he would find there. Alright, so we can already see it instantly jumped us into here. Um, so right away, um, looks a bit darker. Um, Visually, it's not a huge jump, not much different. Um, Obviously, the loading was much faster for sure. The gameplay's, a bit smoother, which is nice. Um,
How far could he have gone?
I don't see any pop out textures on the environment, which is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure we already looked at that in the PS4 one. So there is supposed to be ray tracing. Um, doesn't look like there's any yet. Maybe there'll be some in the castle. Um, Neon looks pretty good. The cool thing is that I forgot to show you guys is that there is a photo mode, which is pretty good. I can honestly say the photo mode is much better on the PS4 or PS5 version. Um, as you can already see, the skin textures already look much better. They don't look um, like he is like almost like plasticine or anything. Looks quite nice. If you zoom right in, you can actually see the hair above his lip, which is pretty interesting. Um, so detail already looks much. There's much more detail on this one. Little things that you wouldn't notice, like you wouldn't notice that if if you weren't zoomed in. So let's go in here, take a look. lighting and stuff is pretty much the same.
Anyone home?
Ooh, those wall textures aren't great. This looks really nice as well. Again, I wish that you could read and stuff. Like you could read the documents, but you can't. Pick up this here. We already did all that before. I wonder if the door upstairs or the wall upstairs. I wonder if the texture on that wall looks better. Again, at the beginning of the demo, it does say it is a work in progress and things aren't finalized. So I assume things are going to be worked on and fixed on before it comes out. Apparently, from what I understand, actually, I was reading something. Um, they are actually working on the water effects, the rain effects. They're actually doing a patch for that. They're already working on that, and there should be either a day one patch or something to have the rain fixed. Because honestly, the rain it's distracting and doesn't look good. So I'm glad that they're taking that into consideration. All right, so let's take a look at this cutscene here. Let's watch this. Lizzie apologizes for barging in.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía. Vino aquí? This is not good.
Alright, so I want to actually take a look at the textures on these things. So the Silver Ghost already looks pretty good. I hope that we're going to have a model viewer, kind of like how Resident Evil 2 and 3 had model viewers. I hope they have that. Um, because these are looking pretty good. At least this looks much better. The texture on the PS4 one, their words didn't even load. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that's weird though. How looking on the bottom like that, how I don't like that. How it kind of cuts the item out. Oh, does it do that for the handgun too? No. Yeah, well. All right.
Man, that stinks.
All right. So let's go downstairs. The one thing I really like is actually one thing I do have to turn off because I don't. Where is controller speaker turn? Okay, good. Controller speaker is turned off. Good. Because that would make it pretty distracting on the video. Okay, let's do that. I do want to check something out. Oh, so it has the Luis Lemonado symbol on the key. That's cool. Alright, it's going. So already, again, like I said, not much of a difference. Gameplay is noticeably smoother, and that's for sure. You do have the feedback on the controller. Which is nice. Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to check something here. Whoops. That's pretty cool. I thought that'd be pretty cool as a screenshot. You know, him holding the flashlight like that. Oh man. I hope that there's going to be photo mode for mercenaries, because being able to screenshot other characters, that would be really cool. Um, all right, let's go in. I think you already see like the cutscenes are much more smooth, more fluid.
Hey, I read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, okay. So let's see what the guy over here looks like.
What was that?
So when you run, you can actually feel Leon's every footstep on the PS5 controller.
No fucking way.
Oh shit. Okay, I don't want to waste my knife just yet. Get off me. Where is he? God damn it. Fine, I guess I'll use my knife. Didn't want to do that, but, you know. Okay. Guess we're using the first aid. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, so when you run, every footstep he takes when he's running, you can feel every footstep, which is really, I like that. Alright, so let's go this way. I missed the green herb, but that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this scene here, because we've seen it on PS4. Ooh, I can feel the wind, and I can feel the ricketiness of the bridge on the controller, which is pretty, I like this, it's really nice. I don't see any textured rendering in, which is good. The PS4 did that again, which isn't terrible. I mean, again, the original Resident Evil 4 had issues with rendering and the environment loading in too. So, I mean, I guess the PS4 can be a little bit more of a throwback to the original 4 than this one, in that funny way. So we're not allowed to save on the demo, but I'm glad that there's a typewriter, because there was a typewriter in the original Resident Evil 4 as well. So the lighting is quite nice. So that guy ran off. I'm just gonna skip these guys, I don't care. Oh, I noticed, yeah. So this one does, so this PS5 one does have some textures that do load in, and I ran into it again. So it's not just PS4. PS5 one also does have some textures that load in too. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's just run. So again, the village, just like the PS4 one, the village looks amazing. Looks just as good. Alright, so let's rush, grab the shotgun, and let's do this battle here. Oh jeez. They all jump, and they just instantly come for you. So we want to go this way, grab these things here. So this is funny, though, because this shotgun is actually the same shotgun from Resident Evil 2. Um, the fully upgraded version of it. Alright, go with that. Grab the grenade. Really? Don't punch me. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, I just punched his arm off. What? Yo, I mean, shot his arm off. What the hell? Yo. Oh. God damn. What am I stuck on? Oh. Oh, there's tentacles coming out of their arms and shit, too. Man, that's actually pretty intense. Get out of my way. Ah, I stepped in a trap. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's something that I wanted to talk about when I'm done. Oh, fuck. Okay, you know what? Fuck you too. Move. Oh god. Ah, go in. Okay, no. Oh, jeez, look at them all. Oh god. Oh, this is bad. This was a very bad idea. Actually, no, this is a very good idea. Come on, get off me. Nice. Oh, look at all that. That was really, really, really fast. Okay, we've seen this already. 12 minutes. I have a feeling this must be just for the demo. It's gotta be. That this part is really short. I mean, because I did that I did that faster than the PS4 one. So I want to say, yeah, 19 enemies killed. Because I killed the one guy, outside. Sorry, not the outside. I mean the one guy in the basement of the hunting lodge. So that drops to probably about 19 people killed in the village. So I think it's probably around 10, between 10 to 18 villagers killed. I want to assume, and then, you know, it just ends that sequence. But I want to say that that's probably for the demo, because like even in like the original Resident Evil 4, um, yeah, it wasn't super long. Um, but it wasn't that short. So I have a feeling that it goes by the amount of people you kill. Um, that was really fast. Wow. Um, but we finished the demo, so I guess I will do my thoughts and opinions on the demo of Resident Evil 4. You know, we got some time left. So Resident Evil 4. Um, I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Um, I think that this could potentially be better than the original for a couple of reasons. Um, playing the starting part of this, um, when you walk into the hunter's lodge for the first time, you don't know what's going to happen in there. Um, you're walking down the basement, and you see all those things. It's really horror orientated. I like the fact that you can crouch down so you can stealth kill, which I didn't do. Um, I didn't do in this. I did it in the PS4 version. So if you didn't see the PS4 one, go watch that. But yeah, you can stealth kill this one. So you can do, stealth playthroughs. I would assume for the most part. I mean, there's gonna be some parts where you can't, sneak your way through. Um, but I like that. I like the fact that you can do different types of gameplay. You're not forced to just run and gun and blast everything. Whereas in the original Resident Evil 4, you had to do that. Visually, obviously, this is a huge, huge, huge upgrade to the original Resident Evil 4. I kind of touched on this a little bit in the PS4 demo. Honestly, the original Resident Evil 4, visually, everybody says, "Oh, it stands up to this day. It stands up to this day. It's so good." Um, but I honestly want to say it doesn't. Um, Even in the remastered version, like there's still a lot of uh, things in the environment um, that pop in and pop out. Like there's the trees in the beginning, boop, they get popping in and out. I've seen ganados pop in and out of existence from far away. You know, even like if you go up close to things in the remastered one, you go up close to the texture and stuff, and they still look like wishy washy. It still don't look good. From far away, yeah, they look pretty half decent. They look nice, but from far away, it doesn't look great. Same with the gun weapon textures and stuff. You know, some of them don't look great. Like a good example of this actually um, is if you take um, just the guns for example. If you compare the weapon textures and the graphics and all that from Resident Evil Zero remastered and Resident Evil 4 remastered on the both on the PS4. Um, the weapons on Resident Evil Zero look better. Same thing on the GameCube, the original GameCube. If you look at both weapons, look at the weapons on both games, they look Zero looks better. Um, I love the reactions to the Ganados. I like that. Um, I like the fact that none of them are just kind of standing around waiting for you to attack them. Um, Whereas in the original Resident Evil 4, they would do that. One or two of them would attack, and the rest of them would just crowd around you, and they wouldn't really attack you. They just wait. Whereas the other ones, like in this and this here, and this is something that I wanted to bring up. You guys seen the trap that I stepped on, um, in the village fight. Now that's something that I want to touch on. Um, and I noticed this on the PS4 one. I was playing Resident Evil 4 at a girlfriend's place, and we were playing the demo, or laying in bed playing the demo. And I noticed I was running past one of the female Ganados, and some guys were chasing me. Um, she turned and looked at me, and as I, ran past, I quickly turned the camera back, and so she looked at me, looked back, and she placed a trap and put it on the ground. Um, which I was like, oh, like that's really cool, So they actually strategize and plan how to try and stop you amongst themselves while everything's going in real time. Like it was one of the more amazing and crazy things that I saw. Um, Another thing that's pretty cool that I noticed in the demo as well is that um, So a little after she put the trap down, so I ran past, and like three or four of them were coming. They're kind of grouped up, and they were all coming to get me. And as they were doing that, one guy stumbled, and he actually stepped into the trap, and the trap actually went up, snatched his leg, and he was trying to get out of it. Same like how Leon steps in the trap and he tries to get out of it and he finally pulls himself out of it. But that Ganado did the exact same thing. He actually got trapped in the trap. So the fact that enemies can actually get stuck in their own traps, it's really cool, and it really it's really immersive. Like it really brings you into that world, even more so when the enemies can interact like with their own things and stuff too. Like it's really cool. Um, I've seen enemies try to slash at me like with an axe or something, would miss and hit one of the other Granados, and the other Granado would actually take damage. You'd actually see blood come off of them. It's crazy the amount of time and effort and everything that's been put into this. And if this demo is anything, um, you know, to just show us a little taste of the rest of the game. I'm really excited and anticipating to see the rest of this game. I can't wait to get to the castle when you have the guys doing the scythe. When they throw them, I wonder when they throw them if they can actually take the heads off of the other cultists, because that would actually be quite interesting. Um, I like the fact that, like I said, enemies can damage each other by mistake. It's had their own traps, and they can go in their own traps and stuff. And I like the fact, like I said, how they can even set traps, and how they can punch you and grab you to stun you, right? Like a couple of times, I've been running, and a guy would literally, one of the Granados would literally just, grab my arm, punch me either in the face or punch me in the shoulder or something, and then grab me and hold me while another guy would come after me. Um, so the AI in this game it's amazing. And I don't know what to say. It's incredible. Um, so I'm really, really, really excited to actually see the rest of this game. I wasn't really. I was kind of trying to step back a little bit and be like, trailers and everything looks really good. Game looks pretty good. But I'm not going to get my hopes up because Resident Evil 3. Now, mind you, Resident Evil 3 was made by a different team, so I don't really take that into consideration. To be honest, a lot of people do. I don't. Um, but then again, Resident Evil 4 wasn't my favorite. Admittedly, Resident Evil 4 is not my favorite Resident Evil game. But this one could definitely bring Resident Evil 4 into that spotlight for me. Because as you guys know, 0, 1, 2, 3, Veronica, all of them, I love them. 4 was kind of to me. Mercenaries, love Mercenaries. I could play that all day, all night. One of my favorite things in 4 is Mercenaries. The story wasn't great, but obviously it's getting a rewrite. There's more horror focus to this. We see the action side of things because of the village fight. I think Resident Evil 4 is going to be it's going to be amazing. I think they're going to do a really good job with it. Everybody says, "Oh, it's going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be, the greatest game of all time." I don't think it's going to be the greatest game of all time. Um, and another thing is too, I've seen some people say that it might outbeat Resident Evil 1 remake. I don't think it will. For the simple fact of, I think they're going to change things, of course, but will they cut things? Maybe, maybe not. Um, but we'll just have to see. But so far, um, to date, um, in quotations, like technically, the best Resident Evil remake we have had is Resident Evil 1 remake. Um, and that's not opinionated or anything. I would say it's fact. And only from the standpoint, not just because I think it is. More so in the fact that Resident Evil 1 didn't cut anything out. Everything, all the puzzles, everything is the exact same, except they made some changes. And they added some things. But all the locations, all the puzzles, everything's exactly the same. Um, Even the four crests to get into the courtyard in Resident Evil 1, they're still there. They're used for something else, mind you, but they're there. So Resident Evil 1 remake, in my opinion, is still the best remake because it didn't cut anything, it added things, and it changed a little bit. But like 99.9% of the things are all there. Even all the boss fights, everything. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. Resident Evil 2 cut out the true second, uh, sorry, the third and fourth scenarios because there's each character has two scenarios, so there's technically four. um, because in Resident Evil 2, the second run was literally just a cut and paste of each other's, and just it wasn't great. Um, 3, I don't even want to talk about 3 because that would take up like half an hour. I would just be ranting and raving, and you know. um, but I honestly believe that 4 could be very, very close to the Resident Evil 1 remake. From what I've seen so far, the village is exactly the same. Obviously, with visual differences, like the barn's broken down. But actually, you couldn't go in the barn in the original Resident Evil 4. Well, it was only mercenaries that could go in the barn. You couldn't go in the barn in the story mode. Um, but yeah, so from everything what I've seen, in the village, you got the tower that's still there. You got like the church entrance. That takes you through the tunnels and all that. Um, you have the two houses, which they still have. They have the barn. Sorry, they have the two barns. They have the shed type barn, and they have the barn with the cow, and the cow is in it. Um, from what I've seen in the trailers of the farm section, wasn't very long. It was darkened in the rain, but even then, that looked very, very familiar. So I'm gonna have to, like I said, this is gonna be pretty. I have a feeling that it's gonna be very close to the Resident Evil 1 remake in terms of content and it being pretty much the same. But I'm still gonna say to this day, I'm still gonna say that Resident Evil 1 remake is probably gonna be the most faithful of all the remakes. But I can't fully say that because Resident Evil 4 is not out yet. And, it seems like we are running out of time. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, all that fun kind of stuff. I do plan on doing a few other Resident Evil 4 demo videos. Maybe like a knife run, because I did a knife run on the PS4. I didn't upload it, did it for fun. I did it on the PS4 version. Maybe I'll just, do some things like that. Because I want to do a knife run only on here. But anyways, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun kind of stuff. And I can definitely not wait until Resident Evil 4 comes out. Because you guys are going to be playing it. And for those of you who aren't going to be playing it, hopefully you guys are going to be, watching it here with me. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video.